excitement to see you go. At this particular bus stop, you know that your parents and family members are here again, standing just behind you. Graduates, during this time of celebration, I hope you can freely give those hugs and share your excitement and thanks for support you've been given to achieve this milestone in your life. I felt very small when I stood beside the ocean, but I'm sure you would agree that one feels just as small besides the lakes and the beautiful terrain in this community. Pelican Lake, Lida, Franklin, Silent, and Star. Of course, I had to get our own lake in there, just to name a few. Also in the song, I hope you dance, the line, may you never take a single breath for granted. You may be eager and excited right now to get away, but please don't forget the special things. As you leave here, these halls, you'll begin to realize that happiness in life is bound by the appreciation you have for the place where you are, both physically and in terms of your attitude. I would bet that the more you see the world, the more and more you experience life, the more and more you will appreciate what's good right here. You will reflect on the years and you'll think of the countless memories from your experience here at PRHS. The football games, the basketball games, times with friends, going to the DQ, the Tasty Freeze, or the KT's Pizza. Do we still drink Maine? Going to the Cash and Dash, bonfires by the lake. Uniquely special class of '01 memories. I'm told that your class has demonstrated outstanding leadership, and your senior year has been marked by outstanding performances. You'll reflect on the success participating in state wrestling and cross-country meets, receiving high honors in music and speech events. You'll reflect on the first state tournament appearance by the girls basketball team, a feat that was especially significant to all of those who came before you and had the same goal and never made it. Of course, there's also the numerous academic achievements. Some of the performances may fade a bit, but most of all, you will reflect upon and remember the friendships and the people in this place. As your class motto reflects, I always knew that looking back on the tears would bring laughter, but I never knew that looking back on the laughter would bring tears. You'll remember your teachers. PRHS has had and currently employs great teachers. All of your teachers from this school deserve a lot of credit for the knowledge and skills you take with you, and most importantly, your craving for more. Two fine examples of the kind of teachers I'm talking about are retiring this year. Mr. Fletcher and Mrs. Erickson. I never had Mr. Fletcher for a teacher, but I felt like I did. All my friends that were in his classes adored him, and my sister still talks fondly of his creativity in the art room and of building gnome villages and placing them in Maplewood State Park. And I did have Mrs. Erickson for a teacher. It's another example of full circle. For me, like many of you, Mrs. Erickson was my English and speech teacher. And now, I'm up here in your class, Mrs. Erickson, giving another speech a few years later. All of us will always remember her love for creativity, her positive aura, and her ability to make each student feel special. As it turned out, I really needed a lot of those speech classes and those early speech experiences as I went to college and had to have 3 more. But more importantly, whenever you get extra nervous, just a piece of advice for you. At any speaking kind of function that you have to do in the future, try a bit of a mantra. Mrs. Erickson in the back of the room with her encouraging smile and those big laughs. We probably don't take the time to say thanks in a proper way or enough times to our teachers. I do know that your teachers here will always be behind you. and care about your life beyond this place. It is often why they choose the profession of educator in the beginning. At home, there's always a common ground, a connection. Appreciate this place you live right now. There are good people here, simple and kind, small town values. There are no traffic jams, no waiting in long lines, no wasting of life's minutes. The point is, make something of life's minutes. From here, seek out what it is that you can be passionate about. PRHS 2001 graduates, strive to always do what you love without regard to status or salary. Find a passion for it. And it may not come on the first try. Go to work and say, and they pay me to do this. Or go home to your family and say how lucky I am. I know I didn't get it right on the first try. Most people don't. You usually have to fail before you succeed a little bit. In the song, I Hope You Dance, I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Living might mean taking chances, but they are worth taking. As a business major, I failed in 2 different ventures before I fell into a niche in something completely different. Coaching college volleyball at a school that didn't have a winning tradition. The chance I took allowed me to get back to NDSU. It all comes full circle. Everyone has their own story. From our class of 82, to name just a few, there's the securities analyst, the homemaker, the physical therapist, the elementary teacher, the car salesman, the funeral director, who is also the mayor. They all have a circular story. Your parents do, and so will you. Find what you are passionate about, and you will find your definition of success. Take our volleyball program, for example. We tell our volleyball team in our first meeting together about the idea that you have to play with passion. It has to be easy. Only if it's easy to be passionate will it be fun. We all have to love the game of volleyball and enjoy the training and a chance to compete to reach our goals. Appreciate your chance to simply compete. How lucky they are to get an opportunity to play a sport they love, represent our university, and get a college education. When you have that appreciation, it's easy to put in the hard work, and it puts the losses in perspective. Bottom line, without passion for what we do, there is not much winning on the scoreboard or in the spirit. Appreciate the little things, like getting to go on a team trip in the bus, meals while traveling, or the daily time that allows for the development of friendships that will last a lifetime. The same can be said for other opportunities in life that you come across. We made a new team rule in 1999. No cell phones on the bus or during team time. We value our team connections during team time. Have you noticed how we all seem to be getting caught up in the technology war? Just because things can be fast, cell phones, email, internet, DirecTV, Palm Pilots, we maybe need to slow it down and try to make time with people face to face. Take time out from technology for peace. At Olive Garden a few months ago, I watched at a restaurant table 2 people sitting across from each other, both talking on their cell phones. Where is the connection? Instead of speaking to some nameless, faceless person in a chat room, let's not forget to know and befriend the person who lives next door or in our town. The Native American culture has some very meaningful, beautiful symbols. One of the most important is the circle. There are 4 directions: north, south, east, and west. And there are 4 seasons: summer, fall, winter, and spring. All are significant. No one thing more important than the other. The circle represents the connection of family and the connection of everything. Pelican Rapids graduates of 2001, This is a full circle. Whatever direction you go, north, south, east, or west, whatever season you find yourself, you are connected to this place. Go out with compassion and make more connections. And as the song, I Hope You Dance goes, I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance class of 2001, dance. Thank you.
It's an honor for me to be able to bid farewell to our senior class, class of 2001. What can I possibly say for such a remarkable class like ours? I truly admire all of you for your individuality and achievements. I've also been proud of our unity as a class, as we have supported one another throughout our many years together. During the past few weeks, we've enjoyed reminiscing about stories from the past. We've always cherished these memories, but now it is time to celebrate the here and now. So much lies ahead of us as we are about to open the door to our future. Tonight we stand on the brink of a completely new era of our lives. We are all asking the question, are you serious? We're about to leave the comfort and protection of home and enter into a world of greater independence and opportunities. We will say goodbye to the usual routines of life and say hello to a world of more challenges and fewer limitations. We are very thankful for the help we've had along the way. Our families, friends, teachers have helped us to make us who we are. When it is all said and done, the awards received and the academic acclaim given to the students are not what will be remembered. It's the smiles in the hall, the congratulatory high fives, and the comforting words that are really important. The beautiful individuals that we are, inside and out, determine our self-worth. And I'd like to say that this class has so much self-worth, much more than the academic awards say, or the scholarships show. I don't think I could have ever imagined such a diverse group of people in my classmates. Whether we are comedians, artists, intellectuals, actors, athletes, leaders, free thinkers, or dreamers, our lives are free to be molded and shaped by the desires of our hearts. In 1959, a young man graduated from Hibbing High School. He, like us, had high hopes, and I'm sure some anxiety about his future. Little did he know that his talent would allow him to be hailed by many as the most important voice of his generation at the age of 25. His name was Robert Zimmerman. He also went by the name Bob Dylan. You may have heard of him. These words from his song, Forever Young, I feel have a very special message for us. And I'd like to share that with you. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the lights surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your hearts always be joyful. May your song always be sung.